Cataloger is a cloud-based content management system for site survey images. It automatically organizes drone-acquired images using metadata, maps, and panoramas, making the original high-resolution images easy to find and share. This video will provide suggestions for using DJI's Fly app to capture images for use in Cataloger. The Fly application supports several drones in DJI's lineup, but we will be using the Mini 3 Pro. You may notice some differences if you are using another drone, different firmware, or a newer version of the DJI Fly app. Make sure that an SD card is installed in the drone. The SD card should be labeled U3, which means it has a minimum write speed of 30 megabytes per second. For our Mini 3 Pro, a 64 gigabyte SD card should hold over 350 panoramas and their source files in JPEG format. Start your drone and verify your controller is connected to it. Select the three dots in the upper right hand corner to enter the menu. Then select the camera and scroll down until you see the overexposure warning. Make sure this setting is turned on. Zebra stripes will now appear on the display in overexposed areas. You may want to turn on the rule of thirds grid lines too. They can help you align the field of view with a structure. Scroll down further and format the SD card. Cataloger requires unique panorama file names for every site survey job. By formatting the SD card at the beginning of a new job, the file name count gets reset to 0. By using the same SD card until the job is complete, every panorama file will have a unique name. Return to the main screen by clicking in the black area on the left-hand side of the menu. When using DJI Fly with the Mini 3 Pro, you must be in flight for the panorama options to become available. Take off and fly to the location where you will take your first shot. We have a separate video on choosing the best locations to capture images for a site survey. Flying over this planted area will help to avoid being over people and cars. Make sure the drone's camera is aimed at your primary target. Click on the settings icon, scroll down to the bottom, and choose Panorama. From the top of the Panorama submenu, choose the spherical icon. Many of DJI's drones will lock exposure when the first shot of a panorama is taken. Currently, the Mini 3 Pro doesn't do this, so we'll use manual exposure. In the lower right-hand corner, choose the Pro mode, then click on the manual exposure settings. Set the ISO to 100. Adjust the shutter speed until the highlighted overexposed zebra stripes disappear or almost disappear on the display. What you're looking for is the lowest possible ISO with a high enough shutter speed to prevent the movement of the drone from causing your photos to be blurry, and the proper exposure of your target. Using the Output Settings submenu, make sure the original panorama images will be saved to the SD card as JPEG files. Start taking the panorama by clicking on the trigger button. In this case, we're dealing with challenging exposure conditions, a very bright building surrounded by deeply shaded areas. By locking the exposure on the building, our area of primary interest will be exposed correctly. If we had chosen auto mode instead, portions of the building would be overexposed in some shots when the drone tried to expose for the average brightness of the frame. Once the drone is finished taking photos, it's best to wait until the stitching is complete before moving to the next location. We're taking a column of photos at different altitudes, so we'll fly up 20 feet at the same location and take another panorama. Once we're above the roofline, we'll move over to where the next column of photos will be taken and work our way back down. Thanks for watching. Please check out our other videos for tips on how to acquire images for use in Cataloger.